We're not built to be sick. It's not a part of living. 53 years later, after stopping the consumption of animal foods, now it's 47 years that I'm not eating any cooked foods whatsoever.
Wow.
And I'm 75, I'll be 75 in a few months, and I'm not sick.
Born on the 24th of July, 1947, Aris Latham is a 77-year-old respected figure in the world of raw vegan cuisine, often celebrated as the father of gourmet ethical raw foods. He's the one who revealed the unsettling truths about water in the modern food culture.
Because once I saw certain realities about food, and we're talking, late 60s, early 70s, I realized that something wasn't right, because why should I be sneezing after I eat? Why should my feces smell? So these kind of things prompted me to take a closer look at my relationship with food, because my food should not make me sick.
He was born in Panama, a country rich in culture and natural beauty. Growing up in the Caribbean, Aris was surrounded by fresh, natural foods, which were a big part of his everyday life. The abundance of fruits, vegetables, and other plant-based foods in his environment had a lasting impact and shaped his views on food and health. From a young age, Aris developed a deep connection with nature and a strong appreciation for the simple foods that were a staple in his Caribbean community. This early exposure to natural foods laid the foundation for his later work as a pioneer in plant-based cuisine. As he grew older, Aris pursued higher education in the United States, where he studied linguistics, education, and nutrition. His diverse academic background gave him a unique perspective on the connections between language, culture, and food. He became increasingly interested in how food affects health and well-being, and this curiosity led him to explore the eye-opening truth of our food culture and water. By following his own teaching and method, he has not experienced illness for over 30 years. He has a considerable impact on the natural health community. His innovative approach to food preparation has influenced thousands of people worldwide. He began his work in the late 20th century and has shared his methods through workshops, books, and public speaking, reaching a wide audience. In today's video, we have extracted Aris's teachings and research over the years, focusing on facts about water and modern food culture and Aris's health principles, as we'll share his views on modern food culture, his decision about drinking regular water, his unique philosophy of food, his diet and lifestyle, controversies and criticism he faced, his legacy and influence. So let's get started with Aris's views on modern food culture. Aris's journey towards a healthy lifestyle began in the 1970s, a time when the health and wellness movement was gaining momentum in the United States. Aris had always been interested in health, but his understanding deepened when he started exploring different dietary practices, including vegetarianism and macrobiotics. During this period, he was exposed to the teachings of various health gurus. He followed healthy eating, but he still faced personal health challenges that his interest turned into a full commitment.
There's so much value in the way of health benefits in eating a plant-based food. One of the main things that one noticed immediately, there'll be more energy for one to utilize, because most of the energy that you get from the animal protein goes into processing that product itself. So on a living food diet especially, where you're getting plant foods that are rich in enzymes, then there's very little work that the body really has to do. So you would have a whole lot more energy, and not just physical energy, but mental and spiritual energy as well.
Aris noticed that despite following a relatively healthy diet, he still struggled with common health issues like fatigue, sluggishness, and a general lack of vitality. These issues prompted him to question whether his diet, which still included cooked foods, was truly optimal for his well-being. In the mid-1970s, Aris made the life-changing decision to stop eating cooked food altogether. He believed that cooking food not only destroys essential nutrients and enzymes, but also introduces toxins and reduces the natural vitality of the food. The way food is processed today is even worse. He argues that industrialized food is often stripped of its natural nutrients and filled with harmful additives, preservatives, and artificial ingredients. These substances are used to make food last longer on shelves, look more appealing, and taste better. But Aris warns that they can have negative effects on our bodies and cause many diseases.
We lived in the bush, in the jungle, and we ate a lot of plant food, and there was very little diseases during that time. So I say really it's time to go back home and not to be caught up on this collision course with Mother Nature, living in these highly developed urbanized centers that control all the foods that come into your community, and who knows what is in those things besides the thing that they call food.
He says, the only way to maintain the raw food diet is not to have just one bite of cooked food. You have to resist that one bite, because cooked food is very addictive.
I do not accept that anyone who eats abortions in the way of eggs from chicken, anyone who eats pus, drinks pus from cows in the way of milk, they are not vegetarians. There's a modern word that's being used to describe people like me, ones who don't eat animals, but I don't associate with that either. I am not a vegan.
Aris's decision about drinking regular water. Around the same time, Aris also began to reconsider his consumption of regular water. He started questioning the practice of drinking regular water. Regular water, while hydrating, doesn't nourish the body with essential nutrients. He realized that plain water lacks the vitamins, minerals, and other nutrients that our bodies need to function optimally. Although it provides hydration, he found that it doesn't contribute to replenishing the nutrients we often lose through daily activities. Therefore, he made the remarkable decision to stop drinking regular processed water over 40 years ago.
First thing in the morning, I had my coconut water to break my fast, and I would put a little body soap in the coconut water. So I'm going to squeeze some mandarin lemon in the coconut water. So this is my inner body soap. You could use mint, you could use ginger, but look at the water that most people are using. Tap water, spring water, bottled water. I'm using living water.
Instead, he relies on what he calls plant water, which is the natural water found in raw fruits and vegetables. This choice is deeply rooted in his belief that the water inside these plants is far superior to the water that most people consume from taps or bottles. According to Aris, the water in fruits and vegetables is naturally filtered through the plant's roots, making it cleaner and more aligned with our body's needs. He believes that this plant water is packed with essential nutrients, enzymes, and minerals that our bodies can absorb more easily than the treated water we commonly drink. Unlike regular water, which is often treated with chemicals like chlorine and may lose some of its natural properties, plant water remains pure and full of life-giving energy. Aris sees this plant water as not just a source of hydration, but as a way to nourish and cleanse the body from within. He advocates for consuming water-rich foods as a primary way to stay hydrated.
You're buying coconut water for the electrolytes. Once you cook it, the electrolytes are gone. The next best thing, watermelon. It's a watermelon. It's a melon-flavored water, high in electrolytes. It doesn't grow high like the coconut, but it grows long. It hydrates you, and it energizes you. It's got more sugar than the coconut water. It's nice sugar, it's a little sugar baby watermelon. Woo! One of my favorites.
Some of his favorite water-rich foods include coconut and melons, which are over 90% water and rich in vitamins, cucumbers, which are incredibly hydrating and have a refreshing taste, and leafy greens like lettuce and spinach, which not only hydrate but also provide essential nutrients like iron and calcium.
I'd rather just eat watermelon over there. Watermelon is the next best thing to coconut water. That's why, the Queen with their egg call the thing watermelon, because it's water.
By relying on plant water, Aris aligns his lifestyle with nature, believing that this approach helps him maintain his health and vitality. His choice to avoid regular water challenges conventional thinking, but offers a fascinating perspective on how we can hydrate our bodies in a more natural, nourishing way. Aris's unique philosophy of food. As Aris discovered that the human body wasn't designed for cooked and processed foods, he believed instead the concept of sun-fired foods, which revolves around consuming foods that haven't been cooked using conventional methods like boiling, frying, or baking.
And they put in your food, your perfect creation, in a pot. They're going to boil it, bake it, steam it, roast it,
jerk it, barbecue it. That is actually uncooking.
His philosophy of sun-fired foods is based on the idea that the best way to nourish our bodies is by eating raw, plant-based foods that are as close to their natural state as possible. He believes that these foods should be minimally processed and prepared in ways that preserve their natural energy and nutrients, ideally using the sun's power. This approach stems from his deep respect for nature and the belief that our bodies thrive on the purest forms of food available. Instead of cooking, Aris promotes methods like sun-drying, dehydrating, sprouting, and marinating, which maintain the food's original nutritional profile while enhancing its flavor. Eating sun-fired foods offers a range of health benefits. Aris emphasizes that raw foods are easier to digest because they contain natural enzymes that aid in breaking down food in the body. This leads to better digestion, less bloating, and more efficient absorption of nutrients. He also believes that eating raw foods increases energy levels, as the body isn't burdened with processing heavy cooked meals. Additionally, the high nutrient content of raw foods supports overall wellness, including clearer skin, better mental clarity, and a stronger immune system. Aris's diet and lifestyle.
Now I'm very careful, and when I don't have students, I don't even eat prepared food. I eat too much when I'm with them, but then I'm still very mindful of exactly what I'm eating. So anyway, that's it. So mostly juices, mostly fruit, 80% fruit, vegetables, mostly green leaves, and protein. That's what I eat on a regular basis now.
Aris has been eating raw foods for over 49 years. His approach to raw food preparation is both creative and innovative. For example, dehydration is used to create crispy snacks like kale chips or raw crackers without cooking them, keeping all the nutrients intact. Sprouting involves soaking seeds or beans in water until they begin to germinate, making them more digestible and packed with nutrients. Marinating, on the other hand, infuses raw vegetables and fruits with rich flavors, making them even more delicious without the need for cooking.
One of the greatest joy that I get is to prepare live food and present it in a way where it can be instantly associated with something that you know from a traditional cooked cuisine.
To make raw foods enjoyable and varied, Aris creates a wide range of recipes using fruits, vegetables, nuts, and seeds. From refreshing salads and smoothies to more complex dishes like raw lasagna or dehydrated crackers, he demonstrates that raw eating can be both delicious and satisfying, offering a rich, vibrant diet that nourishes the body and soul. In addition to his dietary choices, Aris's lifestyle reflects his commitment to health and vitality. He is remarkably active and physically fit, which he attributes to his raw, vegan diet. One video that amazed many people showed him effortlessly climbing a coconut tree to harvest fresh coconuts. This feat demonstrated not just his physical strength, but also his agility and connection to nature. He has his own farm, known as Sun-Fired Culinary Institute, which is located in Jamaica. The farm is spread over several acres of land, where Aris cultivates a variety of fruits, vegetables, and herbs using organic and sustainable farming methods. This allows him to stay active in doing the work and have direct access to fresh, natural ingredients for his raw food creations, staying true to his philosophy of living in harmony with nature. Aris's ability to perform such activities at his 70 is a testament to the power of the raw vegan lifestyle in maintaining energy, strength, and overall well-being. Controversies and criticisms. Aris's approach to health, particularly his emphasis on a raw vegan diet and reliance on plant water, has raised eyebrows in the mainstream medical and nutrition communities. Some experts are skeptical about the claims he makes, questioning whether a diet solely based on raw, uncooked foods can provide all the necessary nutrients for a balanced diet. Critics argue that cooking food can unlock certain nutrients and make them easier to digest, and they worry that a raw diet might lead to deficiencies in essential vitamins and minerals, such as vitamin B12, iron, and calcium.
One of the biggest reasons why they have been able to sell us on eating animals is the whole issue of B12. We are now killing ourselves personally. They don't have to set it up for us to be slaughtered by their clans. They say that since there are no B12 in plant foods, we must be eating animals.
Another point of contention is Aris's avoidance of regular water in favor of water derived from fruits and vegetables. While many people find his philosophy intriguing, some nutritionists express concern that relying solely on plant water may not provide sufficient hydration, especially in hot climates or for those with high physical activity levels. They argue that while fruits and vegetables are indeed hydrating, they may not fully replace the hydration benefits of regular water, particularly when the body's needs increase due to factors like exercise or illness. Moreover, the medical community often challenges the lack of scientific studies supporting Aris's methods. While there is anecdotal evidence and testimonials from those who follow his teachings, some experts call for more rigorous research to validate the long-term health benefits and safety of a strict raw vegan diet. This skepticism reflects a broader debate between traditional, science-based nutrition advice and alternative, holistic approaches like those advocated by Aris. Legacy and influence of Aris. Aris has been a major influence in promoting a raw, plant-based lifestyle. Celebrities like Erykah Badu, Rihanna, Venus, and Serena Williams have followed his teachings, incorporating raw foods into their diets and publicly praising his approach to health. His influence has reached beyond just individuals, shaping the broader raw food movement and inspiring countless others to explore the benefits of natural, unprocessed foods. As an educator, Aris has dedicated his life to teaching others about the power of raw foods. He has conducted workshops and culinary classes all over the world, sharing his knowledge and expertise with eager learners. His workshops are known for their hands-on approach, where participants learn how to prepare delicious and nutritious raw meals. In addition to in-person classes, Aris has also authored books and created instructional videos that guide people through the process of adopting a raw food lifestyle. These resources have made his teachings accessible to a global audience, allowing more people to benefit from his wisdom. Aris's influence is truly international. He has traveled extensively, bringing his message to people in Africa, Europe, Asia, and the Americas. His lectures and culinary demonstrations have inspired many to rethink their approach to food and health. By teaching the principles of sun-fired foods, he has introduced a new way of eating that is rooted in natural, plant-based ingredients. His work has not only popularized raw food cuisine, but has also helped create a supportive community of individuals who are passionate about living a healthy, natural lifestyle. If you agree with Aris's philosophy, you can adopt his rule of diet and hydration and learn more about his teaching. If you feel inspired, don't forget to share this video, and for more inspiring stories like this, make sure to subscribe to our channel.